The best compliment I ever had from a client was that we changed his way of living. My vision when I developed the initial 55 was to build something very beautiful. Something that you can drive yourself, something that you can take for a weekend with the family to cross the Mediterranean. Yeah, and a real head turner in the port. The Wajer 55 is a great tender because it adds lots of value for the owner of the super yacht. But it's also very reliable, it just works. The quality is very high, so it's meeting the standards of the super yachts, but it's also the whole maintenance and care program for the super yacht tenders that we have. I think that whole package, the practicality, the boat itself, the maintenance, everything that's behind makes the difference here. One of the most beautiful things in the 55, in my opinion, is that there's not a straight area in the boat. So that gives the boat a lot of elegance, in my opinion. This whole project, the new 55, started as a facelift, but we ended up designing nearly a complete new boat.
85% to 90% has been changed. Starting on the bow, we have slightly modified the bow shape. We have changed the shear line, so we added quite some volume in the hull. We increased the width of the spray rail. We have added the latest technology in carbon fibers.
We designed a new windshield. The tender garage is different, new deck layout. There's lots of quality and finishing upgrades in the upholstery as well, which is very nice when you get in the boat. That's something you feel immediately. It's a new teak deck design, retractable tables that go up and down. I can talk about this for hours. Another thing is that I've been out on boats collecting lots of input. Collected input from clients, but also from myself. And that's all in this new boat. When we design a new boat like the 55, we try to make the deck as clean as possible.
Basically, we hide everything to end up with the clean looks. Extremely difficult to design, but even more difficult to engineer. One good example is the cleat. Normally the cleats are sticking out like vertically, and we have them horizontally, but it means as well there needs to be a lot of recesses within the construction. But then at least you have a very clean boat, together with the beautiful lines, you end up with a design where we say, okay, this is where Wajer stands for.
I've been pushing people to their limits to hide everything that's possible, and I think we did really well in the 55. We've even been hiding the hinges everywhere in the entire boat. That's a nice upgrade from the existing 55 where the hinges were visible. When you look at the profile of the boat, it's very clean, and that's something I love.
When people step on the boat, I would like to see that they will say, wow, what a beautiful Wajer. Reminds me of something what a client once said to me, I don't own a boat, I own a Wajer. So that's one of the largest compliments I've ever heard. That's what we are envisioning, that we are so unique in our design, that it's so recognizable and that you cannot compare it with something else.